Integrated soil fertility management is a set of agricultural practices adopted to local conditions to maximize the efficiency of nutrients and water use and improve agricultural productivity. ISFM strategy centers on combined use of mineral fertilizer and locally available soil amendments such as lime and phosphate rock, and organic matter, crop residue, compost, and green manure to replenish lost soil nutrients. This improves both the quality and the efficiency of fertilizer and agro inputs. In addition, ISFM promotes improved germplasm, agroforestry, and use of crop rotation or intercropping with legume. Soil nutrients depletion and population increase have caused per capita food production to decrease over the last 30 years in sub-Saharan Africa. African farmers have traditionally cleared land, grown crops for a few seasons, and then moved to clear more land. This practice, the abandoned soil fallow, allowing it to regain its fertility. But contrast population growth has forced farmers to continually plant crops on the same land, mining the soil while giving no nutrients back. The greenhouse has become an alternative for the African farmer to be able to farm all the year round. This is due to the increase in population across the African continent. The over-reliance on greenhouse has also brought in its own challenges of overuse of mineral nutrients from the soil, thus compelling the need for the use of integrated soil and fertility management practices in order to be able to replenish mineral nutrients.
My name is Gicheru, working with Halo, Kabeta Irrigation and Drainage in greenhouses and drainage. Also, we deal with drip irrigation and problem affecting various soils. Here we are dealing with ISFM, whereby we are dealing with greenhouses and tunnels, whereby we are growing various crops at different treatments in different stages. The various treatments which we have, whereby we are doing experiments on them, we have the treatments on soil fertility management, whereby we have the nil treatment in plots, and also whereby we have fertilizers plus manure, and in the other treatment we have manure, and the other treatment we have fertilizer alone. So we have 4 treatments, and in the water regimes we have 3 treatments, whereby we have full irrigation, we have 60% of the irrigation, and in the water 3 we have 40% of the irrigation. That is what we are doing in these plots, whereby we are testing various treatments. It is evident that when you look at the crop, how it is growing, you can see in the plots where there is manure and fertilizers, the crop has grown very well, and in the plots where there is nil, the crop is stunted. So we are comparing the growth as compared with the nutrients, and also in the water regimes. We can see where there is a lot of manure and there is water, the crop has grown very well, and it has good fruits as compared to the other treatments, whereby we are having nil and the 40% water regime. The first treatment which we have here in the bed 1, we have manure and inorganic, whereby the crop growth seems to be very good as compared to the other plot. The second plot, this is the second plot, whereby the treatment is, there's no application, there's no manure, there's no fertilizer which is applied there, and the water treatment is 40% full. If you can compare this one and the first crop there, you can see this one is stunted, and even the coloration is turning to yellow. It is showing that it has deficient of some of the nutrients. So we can compare it with the other ones which have got the food treatment, like the inorganic and the manures, which are doing very well. In this treatment here, we have this plot which is having only the fertilizer and 40% of the irrigation, whereby you can see the difference between this crop which have got fertilizer around and that other crop which doesn't have any fertilizer, whereby this one is doing better than the other one which is having nail treatment. Also, you can check on the coloration of the leaves. These ones are turning green as compared to the other plot which the crop leaves were turning yellow due to the inefficient or lack of nutrients in the soil.
Integrated Soil Fertility Management (ISFM) is an approach based on the following principles. Neither practices based solely on mineral fertilizer nor solely on organic matter management are sufficient for sustainable agricultural production. Well-adapted disease and pest-resistant germplasm is necessary to make efficient use of available nutrients. Good agronomic practices in terms of planting date, planting density, and weeding are essential for ensuring the efficient use of scarce nutrients resources. In addition to these principles, ISFM recognizes the need to target nutrient resources within crop rotation cycles, probably including legumes, thus going beyond recommendations for single crops. Soil fertility is the capacity to receive, store, and transmit energy to support plant growth. It is the component of overall soil productivity that deals with its available nutrient status and its ability to produce nutrients out of its own reserve through external application for crop production. Just like people do need nutrients to be able to grow, a fertile soil will contain all the major nutrients for basic plant nutrition, e.g., nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, as well as other nutrients needed in smaller quantities, like calcium, magnesium, sulfur, iron, zinc, copper, boron, molybdenum, and nickel. Water management has also become a very essential part of ISFM. Considering the climate has been changing all over the world and water levels have been receding, it is important to manage water and to ensure that each crop receives the right amount of water. Drip irrigation in greenhouse crop production has lowered the use of water. Yet more, with good ISFM practices, water usage will be highly improved. In order to improve the soil, evaluations have to be done on the practices that were currently taking place in the field.
We are taking soil samples for the water treatment. The process entails taking in the 6 beds at the 4 plots, and we are taking it at the 4th plant, the emitter just adjacent to that 4th plant. in all the four plots. So in total, we are going to take 24 samples because we have 6 beds and we have 4 plots in total. Why we are taking the moisture content? We are taking it because we have 3 water levels and we want to know at those 3 water levels how much water goes into the soil so that the plant can take that water. That's why we are taking at the 24 plots at the 3 water levels. The water levels entails the one that is 40 minutes, the other one is 60 minutes, and the other one is 20 minutes. Those are the water levels which we have. Why we want to know the levels of water is because as per plant water requirement, we want to know how much water each plant needs. That's why we want to take those water levels so that we can know what moisture is good for the plant growth. After doing that research, we are going to come up with the recommendations which we are going to give to the extension, whereby they will link that one to the farmers, and the farmers now will be using those recommendations in their crop development or in their crop growth, such that they will know how much manure they are going to use in their crop and how much fertilizer they are going to use, and also how much water per given minutes or per given time they are going to irrigate their crop. So we are coming up with those recommendations which the farmers are now going to use so that they have minimum expenditure in their crop development or growth.
Farmers who have adopted ISFM technologies have some more than doubled their agricultural productivity and increased their farm level income by 20 to 50%.